Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to the Toy Amigos YouTube channel. As always, I am Cheney180. Today we're going to be taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen Nobara Kugisaki. Alright, so overall I really enjoy the figure. There's a couple nitpicks and gripes about it, but let's go ahead and take a closer look at this here. So as you can see, one of my nitpicks about this thing is the paint seems a little dull on the face here for the eyes. For the most part, they're really emphasize that manga comic look in the show. So when you don't get that on here, like at least for like taking pictures and stuff, it kind of shows up. Articulation is pretty nice, but as you can see with S.H.Figuarts, you get quality for the most part here. So you got a decent sculpt, decent articulation. If my camera would only stay in focus. Everything looks pretty good overall. The overall look is, they pretty much nailed it for the most part. No complaints there on how the figure looks. Let's go ahead and get into some articulation though. All right, so out the gate, articulation basically from the waist up is stellar. Great. Just they really brought it for Figuarts as they usually do. Unfortunately, the hips, they went with the old engineering hip technology, not the newer hips that they use. So that's unfortunate. And then with this skirt here, it's kind of restrictive. They did add in, some extra flaps here to, move the leg up if you can, but it really fights you on some things, which is really unfortunate. I know I was telling someone someone made a aftermarket kind of like skirt piece for that possibly matched with the plastic. I would definitely pick that up in a heartbeat. So let's go ahead and get into some articulation here. So we've got a barbell here in the neck, and what I do like is they put in the little divots here in the front and back, as you can see, so you can get a good range of motion there. It's also on a ball joint here at the bottom of the neck, so that really helps with looking up, looking down, pivoting. You can really get some cool body expression there. Now you do get a cool butterfly joint here, which is awesome because this character is definitely going to need that for her hammer and whatnot. I know some people may not like the look of the articulation there, but it really enables a lot of movement. I mean, she can get her arm crossed over here to her other shoulder. So you've got a ball joint in there that's attached in here to this butterfly joint, and then you've got a hinge in the shoulder, and you've got a bicep joint or bicep swivel here, and double hinged elbow, which is great. Love double hinge elbows, especially on a character that's really going to need it. You've got your standard hinge and swivel here, so you can go however you want, back, pull it around here, back and forth, or up and down, which is awesome. Do enjoy that. So in the torso here, we've got a ball joint here into here, but this also pivots back and forth as well, which is cool. You can get a decent amount of motion. Like she can lean forward pretty well, lean back fairly well, side to sides fairly well, which is good. Now, my issue here is with the hips. So the hips are an old standard Figuarts deal. I wish they would have put the newer kind in here like the other characters have. So when you kick forward, it's going to kind of kick out to the left a little bit here, as you can see. That's a little bit unfortunate, but you do get good articulation still. And the other, the other hindrance here is going to be the skirt. It's not as soft as necessarily I would care for it to be, but it's not horrible. Now you do get a thigh swivel in there. You get a single hinge knee, which comes up, that far. You've got a hinge and swivel here, and then you also have a ankle pivot there as well for the ankle. And then you do have some toe hinge there as well. So for the most part, you can get her in some really cool poses, just not, you're not going to get her to like crouch down all that well, even though I'm making myself look like a liar right now. Um, but yeah, so as I mentioned, overall articulation on the figure is pretty nice. I just, the hips bug me and the skirt here. I do like that they added these little flaps in here, so like, you know, when you're from the side here or here, if you pull it over, it doesn't really break it up all that much. One thing I did forget to mention is you do get the little pouch there in the back that holds her nails, for her hammer and nails. That does pop off. It's on a little ball joint there, so you can snap that on and move it around. I know sometimes when leaning back, the shirt will hit against that nail pouch there, and you just got to kind of shift it up, and then you just got to kind of shift it up, and then you're good to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at our accessories that come with the figure, and check out some comparisons after that. All right, so as you see here, we've got the relaxed hands and the just normal faceplate. If we can, there we go. All right, so as you can see, the normal faceplate here, which is cool. And then there comes a secondary head that comes with the figure with windswept hair. And so this has the more irritated face, if you will. Really, we're not going to focus. Can we please focus? There we go. So there's that one. And then you get a yelling face here. And then my favorite one, this kind of like crazy grin face. This one's awesome, man. Like I said, I wish the paint was a little bit darker on the eyes to kind of give it that manga, you know, hard, heavy, like dark lining there. But it still turned out really well. Now she also comes with a hammer here. It's got the little heart on the top. And the only thing is the hammer seems a little bit big, and I understand why they probably did that. They probably would have been, you know, too small. I don't recall it being this small in the anime or the manga, but you know, you still get a hammer, so that's cool. You also get two gripping hands to hold said hammer, which is cool. And those pop on fairly easily. You get a pointing hand here, which is cool. And then you also get two fists, which are nice. And you get one fist with one nail in there. Now, one other thing is I would have liked, you know, maybe to get a loose nail. That would have been cool. But once again, I can understand that, you know, that could have been easy to lose or whatnot. And then you get another hand here with three nails. So that is also cool. If I can show it to you, because it's so small. So yeah, we've got her nails in her hand there, ready to hammer them with her hammer, which is cool. So let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons and move right along. All right, so here she stands next to fellow classmate Yuji, and here we have Gojo Sensei. As you can see, they did a great job with the scaling on these. Everything looks good. Only other thing I have not gotten Fushiguro, so as soon as I get him in, maybe if I get him in before I finish this, I'll put a shot or whatnot of all of them together. But you know, if you're into this line, maybe you like Jujutsu Kaisen, you know, I originally wasn't going to get into these. I didn't. I told myself, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get into this. I you know, collect way too many other lines. I shouldn't be doing that. But I ended up getting Gojo for Christmas, and now I backtracked to get Yuji, and I pre-ordered Nobara. So yeah, here I am. Now I'm in the line. I gotta get caught up now. So that's where we're at on that. So thanks for watching. Feel free to hit like, subscribe, check out the podcast on Tuesdays, Chat Migos Assemble, and on Thursdays, They're Not Dolls. As always, I am Cheney180. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and until next time, take it easy, guys.